Now, if you ever grew up in the early 90s or early 2000s, then I'm sure you will recognize one of these. For those of you who don't know what this is a VHS tape. You would put it in, and it would play automatically. That's on the tape. Specifically, blank VHS tapes. Now, blank VHS tapes are known for recording whatever you wanted, whether it be TV shows, movies, or even home videos. But this specific tape, we are not going to look at today. Today, we are going to look at this blank VHS tape, the Maxwell Standard Grade 6-hour VHS tape. It's also worth mentioning that the description is not really the best because it's in like 2 languages, and it says it's performing in high quality, but as you can see later in the video, it's clearly not the best quality. But 6 hours was a long time back then, and the possibility of recording anything you wanted on your TV was pretty new at the time. So let's pop this baby in and find out what's on it.
Takes you 5 years into the future.
We open on an episode of a TLC show called Trading Spaces Family, a show that aired from 2003 to 2005 on the network. In this show, with the help from a carpenter and a professional designer, 2 families, specifically next-door neighbors, go to each other's houses and redecorate a part of their house in 48 hours with a $1,000 budget. We can check up on this every now and again, but right now I want to see the commercials on this thing.
Next, Las Vegas ladies get loco.
I should tape this.
Girls.
Up first is a commercial where a guy is trying to record his favorite girl show, but the only VHS tape he has is his wedding VHS. You know, it's surprising how many people put their wedding videos on a VHS tape. In fact, even my parents did that, which is probably one of the reasons why they're divorced now. It's an ad for Sharpie, but honestly, I see this more of an ad for VHS tapes, honestly.
At Philip Morris USA, we understand that people want to know where we stand on important tobacco issues. On our website, you can find out.
It's so weird to think that back in the day there were non-smoking ads all the time on TV. I mean, nowadays smoking isn't really that big of a problem anymore, but back then this thing was big. Believe it or not, this website is still active to this very day and still helps with smoking addictions.
Real people, real results in 6 weeks.
I'm a whole new person. In just 6 weeks, I lost 20 pounds, which is just...
When I was a kid, I remember there were a ton of workout gym videos, and all of them were relatively the same.
Free video or DVD that tells you all about the home gym that guarantees real results for real people just like you.
So, wait a minute, I'm really confused here. Am I getting a free DVD, or am I getting the workout share? Like which one am I getting here? You know, nowadays, if you really want to work out in one of these, you could just go to your local gym. I mean, it's a lot cheaper and a lot more efficient, probably.
Today, we have some wonderful specials. First, the fresh angel hair pasta with a homemade tomato sauce. So sure to give you heartburn, you'll never forget.
Here we have an ad for acid reflux medicine, and honestly, as an acid reflux person, I gotta say, I am fairly intrigued.
Of your esophagus just like it would the Parmesan cheese.
You should ask your doctor about the purple pill called Nexium.
You could be up all night.
For many people, with one prescription...
But I don't understand why this guy is just making it sound worse for your body. I mean, if I went to a restaurant and the waiter starts talking about what it would do to my body, I would just walk out. I also really like this phone number, 1-800-PURPLE-PILL. It's like something from The Matrix.
Enough excitement for one day. This will help you relax.
Yeah, turn off that intense dinosaur movie. Watch some people clash it out in a game of football. That'll sure calm you down. That was an ad for the Discovery Channel, but if anything, it makes me want to stay away from their channel, like if I end up watching it, it'll end up in the hospital.
Actually gonna glue this paneling to the wall with this, which you're gonna apply, and then your dad's gonna hold it up for us.
That kid looks very disinterested about what's going on. I mean, he's clearly not paying attention.
Painting. Who cares if you like it? You're not very good at it.
Here is an ad for Dasani water, but the way they present it is, it's like the go-to drink at bars and clubs. And judging from the year at the bottom, we now know that this tape was recorded in 2003. Can't live without Dasani, which I argue that, yes, you can, because you need water and not Dasani.
On our farm, and we found alpacas. We learned that they were gentle, inquisitive, easy to take care of, and amazingly lovable animals. Best of all, it provided us with a lifestyle where we could be together and spend our days with an animal that is truly, truly remarkable.
Okay then. What more can I say except alpacas?
Below. What do you think?
That's cool.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that kid is definitely lying. Like, who has two glass heads on their wall just hanging around? It's crazy to believe that in 2003, this was the TV to have. I'm not gonna lie, that supposed fixed room looks kinda ugly.
So, open your eyes.
Oh! Whoa! Oh! Wow! This is unbelievable. Whoa! Oh.
The next segment on this tape is the series finale of Dawson's Creek, a drama that ran from 6 seasons from 1998 to 2003, starring James Van Der Beek, Candy Holmes, and Michelle Williams. I didn't really watch this one, I just skipped over it, but I just had to stop and look at this scene. It just feels so weird because it was 2003 and times were different, man. When it comes to these types of VHS tapes, I could really care less about what movie or TV show is on it. I mean, you could buy a DVD of Dawson's Creek, presumably. You don't have to watch it on a blank VHS tape.
Just like us. Only flakier.
Finding Nemo, one of the greatest Pixar films of all time, and it really shows here by this trailer.
Finding Nemo, rated G.
Oh, my stomach.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm really confused. There's this girl, and she's belly dancing, and she makes a peace sign in the sand, and she turns shoes into birds, and if you guessed this was an ad for Reebok, then you'd be right. For whatever reason, there were so many makeup commercials back then. Like, I swear, there was like 10 of them on these tape.
Oh, I can't believe this.
After everything we've taught you.
My own daughter. Getting her tongue pierced. Without shopping around for the best price.
Before Progressive's mascot Flo, Progressive decided to make whatever they could come up with. It's weird because it kind of relates to finding the best price, but has nothing to do with insurance.
Hundreds. Call Progressive today.
It's true, Lysol works on surfaces, but it's not meant for the air. Only Oust Air Sanitizer kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria in the air.
My daughter Carly is like a tomboy, and her clothes are stinky and gross. Little spray, right away, it smells great, just fresh.
Well then maybe you should do the laundry. That should fix the problem.
Traffic brought to you by the great big taste of new Mini Doritos Ghost Snacks.
Introducing Mini Doritos in the Ghost Snacks container. They go.
Here we have an ad for Mini Doritos starring a young Tony Hawk. While I do know who Tony Hawk is, I don't know what Mini Doritos are.
simple thing like shaving would be, well, simpler. Now it finally can be with the new Schick Intuition, a triple blade razor surrounded by a unique skin conditioning solid.
Does that really work? Like, does a little protective razor actually work? And if it's that big of a deal, why not just have an electric razor? You know, like, that seems like the easier option.
What is that? He's an African pygmy hedgehog. Wow. You want to play with him?
Yeah.
Here.
Cute.
Let me get this.
Ooh, it's prickly too.
Looks good. Hey, Dad. Remember Kevin?
Man, even for 2003, that looks low quality. Wow, $200 for a phone? Phones were cheap back then. Then all of a sudden, in the middle of a commercial of Dawson's Creek, it suddenly goes to an episode of American Idol, and then instantly goes right back. I have no idea why that was there, but your guess is as good as mine.
You ready, man? Sit right here. All right, kids. 1989, a well-known tobacco company planned on introducing a new brand of cigarettes. And how they plan on promoting it? Well, according to internal documents, one idea they had was to use ice cream trucks. Now, why in the world would they use ice cream trucks?
I love how all these kids are getting taught how drug use is bad while chasing an ice cream truck. Even after the guy is done talking, the kids still want ice cream. Like, they don't care about drug stuff, they just want ice cream, dang it.
Bethesda would like to take this opportunity to thank our staff for their unending dedication to those we serve.
Man, Bethesda Gaming has really gone downhill over the years.
The easy-to-use Nokia 3650 camera phone with video recorder. The new Twist of Fate.
I like how this girl takes things lightly, like, oh, I just found out my boyfriend is hitting on another woman. I should hit on this guy, I'm sure he won't mind.
Dinner's ready.
I'll grab the paste.
With hand-picked jalapenos and crispy onions, the fresh taste of paste salsa gives you a true Southwest experience.
And let's eat. Tomorrow, we marinate in paste.
Paste. Grab the Southwest by the bottle.
I'm not sure how salsa can equal a teleportation to square dancing, but I guess people have their ways. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of Dawson's Creek, we cut back to American Idol, and then 20 seconds later it goes right back to Dawson's Creek. Like, what is happening?
Schools is like a shopping place. You know, you can get anything you want there.
Teens speak out about drugs.
Back in the day, drugs in schools were a big worry for schools. Back in the day, drugs in schools were the biggest worry about all schools in America. Nowadays, we have bigger things to worry about.
For tonight's WB11 News, a startling admission by the Saudi Arabian government, what they're saying about the recent suicide bombings.
Plus, in Focus 11, Catherine found a workout that changed her body.
How do you go from terrorist bombings to working out at a gym? It just makes no sense. Even flip phones were $50, and in 2003 to nowadays, that would be $184 right there. That's still less expensive than phones nowadays. Near the end of the tape is News 11 and then switches over to Trading Spaces again, and then it abruptly ends, and thus, we end the tape. So that was the Maxwell VHS tape, and honestly, I was kind of expecting a little bit more out of this tape. I mean, it was mainly just, you know, recorded shows and whatever. I was expecting a little more commercials. Well, lucky for me, next time we will go over the 8-hour Sony VHS tape.